Okay. Just give me 1 second. I need to once again pull up my live stream onto YouTube, which is always a challenge. I always forget how you do this, but I think I figured it out. Yeah, here we go. It's always forget how you do this. Okay, I am muting you. Sorry about that. It's always a challenge because I'm used to just literally clicking my profile page like on Twitch and just I'm also gonna wait before I head out and do anything. I'm used to just clicking my profile, like my screen name on Twitch, like usually in the right hand corner. I go into my home page, I literally see my live stream, I just had to, when it's live, I just had to click it. For YouTube, at least for me, I have to go into your content, go into live, click the live stream, and you have to click a link in order to get to the actual live feed. So it's really frustrating, but today will likely be a very slow progress day. What we're actually going to do is we're going to farm to get one more level. And then we are going to keep trying against Captain Hook until we beat him. Then I do have a plan. I actually found like a really interesting farm in the 100-acre wood that has a chance of getting healing items, specifically potions and elixirs. So we're gonna farm that for a little bit until we get like a decent amount of elixirs, because we're gonna need it for the upcoming bosses. Ideally, there are some really tough bosses, especially once we complete Neverland and Atlantica. The next major hurdle will be God, I can't think, but Dragon Maleficent. Then the next one will be Riku. I'm not too worried about the behemoth fight after that. But I do want to make sure that I have a stockpile of elixirs. We currently have inventory space for 3, 6. We currently have inventory space for 6. So let's see, 6 times 30, 36. Yeah, we're probably gonna be farming there for a while. I'm gonna try and like get 42 elixirs. But first things first is try and get a level up. I will say I don't think it's gonna take too long to get a level, but we will be as soon as we get this level, as soon as we get this kill. As soon as we get this skill, we are going to start trying to fight the Captain Hook. For those curious, the skill we're looking for is an ability to get like a level 6 in the base game. And like if we choose a sword, I mean, because we chose a shield, we get it like a level 40 what? I'm gonna have to check after I can pause. It is 39 is when you get the skill. I will say we likely will not be getting like a better key wave. I'm actually going to die. We'll likely not be getting a better Keyblade for a while. At least until we finish Hollow Bash and then we get the Divine Rose. I definitely wanted to get back into the thing of combat. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I'm getting hit a lot. There you go. There's a lot of pirates here. I don't remember there being that many. Definitely will need to get a heal in. There you go. But something I have been noticing is I get the feeling the reason why I'm kind of struggling to get like any viewers. Or the reason why I've been noticing that people like discovering my channel on YouTube generally just stop watching within like a couple minutes of gameplay. I think I figured out the reason why I'm experiencing that issue, and I think it's because I don't really have that exciting of a commentator voice. I'm not. Oftentimes, I've been noticing, like, when I was reviewing my videos, that oftentimes it sounds like I'm just bored when playing that game. For the most part, it's true. For the most part, I am, like, lacking energy. I do kind of find that some things I'm doing be boring, especially when I am just struggling with the boss for, like, over an hour, and there's, like, nothing else that I could do to get stronger, or in other cases, I simply there's nothing I could do like strategy wise. Like I just simply need to be better. There are moments when my commentary definitely does feel kind of boring, and I definitely feel like there are times, like especially when I start out, when I'm just like lacking or devoid of energy, and I do apologize for that. I'm still struggling. My channel is my Twitch channel is 3 years old. My YouTube channel is about 2 years old. But I'm still making the same mistakes that I made like 3 years ago. But admittedly, I have gone better. Believe it or not, I was a lot worse when I started. There was a time when I just refused to commentate until I noticed that there were people watching, because there was times like on Twitch when I would just be sitting at 0 viewers and there's literally no one watching me. Now it's fairly common for me to get like one viewer, maybe. Sometimes I get lucky and I get 2, but those 2 viewers usually don't stick around that long. But I do feel like that I have been improving since the time I started. But I definitely feel like I'm still making a lot of the same mistakes. But I do appreciate anyone who has stuck with me for over a year, over a couple years. I do appreciate the support. But just know that I'm aware of the problems with my streaming habits. I'm aware of my mistakes. And I just urge you to be patient as I try and work through them. I also feel like there are times when I don't speak as clearly as I could. Like, there are times when I'm slurring my words, and that's because I kind of... I don't know what it is. Like, it's not my teeth, because I just recently had to get, like, I don't know what it is. It's not braces. It's like Invisaligners. I recently used Invisaligners to straighten out my teeth, but it's just went to the wrong one. Oh wow, we still need a lot of experience. I'm still making a lot of the same mistakes, but it. Sorry, I'm talking in circles. I don't know what causes my me to slur my words. It's just. I personally feel like that it's just my mouth just generally kind of generates a lot of saliva, so oftentimes I just kind of throw my words because there's like a lot of moisture, I guess. But I don't know what really caused it, but I have been noticing when I'm viewing my streams that it does kind of sound like that my words are just kind of slurring, and that's really just probably going to be better the more I practice commentating, the more I get better at it. Because I imagine that if I'm able to speak clearly, then I will be able to, imagine if I'm practice commentating, I will get better at speaking clearly, I will get better at not slurring my words. It's just gonna take practice. But I do appreciate, like, anyone, willing to support me for as long as you have, anyone who's willing to follow me as much as you have. I do read every single comment someone makes on any of my streams. Sometimes I follow them. I actually did kind of find out that there was a commentator named Mushroom God or something who posted like the mushroom emoji in one of my Skyrim skill books videos. He actually posted it a couple times. I figured he was probably like a scam. I don't know what it was, but it's something. Like, I do notice that there are sort of like bot accounts that just kind of repeat phrases. The one that I get annoyed with so much on YouTube is whenever I see people that just copy and paste Bible passages. Because I just kind of view that as a form of indoctrination, like people trying to like proselytize and take their religion and just kind of try and get followers and support for their religion, which I don't really like. Like, you should really leave, like, religion, like, trying, like, in my opinion, you shouldn't really have to be forced to convince people to believe in what you will. First and foremost, like, if you're trying to convince an atheist to follow your religion, the worst thing you can do is just try and like put Bible passages on them. If someone wants to follow a religion, they'll follow it on their own. They'll come to their realization on their own. But the worst thing you can do is try and like put Bible passages and try and like convince them that your way of thinking is right, because they're not going to see it that way. And that's a problem that I noticed. That's why I kind of get mad all the time when I'm playing, when I'm like reading like comments in a YouTube video when I see someone copy and pasting a Bible quote. Because in my opinion, you should leave like proselytizing. You should leave. Shit. I was trying to get a way to heal. In my opinion, you should leave proselytizing. You should leave like practicing putting your religion out of like social media stuff like YouTube or Twitch or Twitter. I mean, you should really only try and like do that like either like in a private conversation or like within the confines of a church. I feel like that is just kind of wrong for you to try to enforce your beliefs on like hundreds of thousands of people that may be trying to watch, trying to like enjoy a video or trying to communicate with their friends. And that's one thing that I do kind of get annoyed with. The another thing, form of like bots that I have been noticing is people that just kind of do like telegram me, like say, oh, you are randomly one, like they'll just go to like a random commentator, so you just randomly won like a contest. DM me at this number for a prize, and it usually is common for like really popular streamers. Like I've seen it happen on the YouTuber Flats before, and I've seen it on a couple of channels. I think it happened on Shadow Conway at one point. But I do think that it's just kind of, that one's just kind of more obvious, I guess, because only someone that's really like gullible would be willing to DM that thing and just get scammed that way. But I feel like the one that I experienced, the one that I noticed in my YouTube skill book account was just something that I have been noticing, where people just comment the same thing over and over and over again. And it's usually just something completely random. Like sometimes it's like quoting like a thing. Sometimes it's quoting like a video. Sometimes it's just a random emoji, and it's just they copy and paste it and just resubmit it over and over again. And I do kind of notice that people do that sometimes. So a part of me thinks that I was kind of experienced a bot in one of my recent videos, but don't want to commentate it in case it triggers like a bot response. But if you are like an actual real person, Mushroom God, normally I do respond to every single message, but when you just submit like an emoji, I honestly don't know how to do that, so I honestly don't know how to respond to that, I should say. Like, what could I possibly say to someone like saying, putting like a mushroom emoji? Nice mushroom. Okay, we're getting close. Getting close. Okay, so I think just one more round and I will be able to get the level I want. I'm hoping this guide I've been using is right. So far it seems accurate, but I'm not sure. Let me also go ahead and take a drink of my Gatorade real quick. I was curious, I'm doing laundry right now, and I'm washing my bedding because it's, it just doesn't, I noticed it last night, but it definitely feels kind of gritty, like dirty, so I'm doing my, washing my bedding. will say one thing I do appreciate is, even though I've been having a lot of issues with copyright with this game, Kingdom Hearts certainly has some really kind of great soundtracks. So I do like the songs for Kingdom Hearts. And every now and then I do go back and I listen to the overall theme song for this game, what's it called? Simple and Clean is what this song is called. It's oftentimes I just go back and I listen to that, but it's really a good song if you're just wanting to listen to something soothing, I guess. One that I like, I'm not really sure what song it is, but it's the theme song they used in Kingdom Hearts 2. That song is probably one of my favorites. I always just call this Sanctuary, because that's one of the lyrics. But I think, I always end up getting it mixed up, but I think it's possible Sanctuary may be the same song as Simple and Clean. I just kind of remember one of the lyrics, and I always end up getting it confused. I must be getting close to this point. And you're dead? I gotta be close to a level at this point. $546. We may need to do another one of this, I'm not sure. Oh, camera, stop. I was just checking. I thought I saw something pop up in chat, but it's nothing. You're in a 50. Okay. What are we at now? 232. It may get a level just by finding this horde.
fight a codfish that requires.
Not what I was trying to do. We might as well give this a shot. If we die, we'll die. I was not trying to go through that door, but okay. There's the ability I wanted. Come on. Okay, we're doing a round of, be interesting if he actually gets damage from it. Come on, fight! I need him to come onto the main deck. See, this is where having that sliding dash will come really will come in really handy, is what I'm trying to say. Did he just get healed? I actually beat him. Are you fucking kidding me? I failed against him like 5 times last stream when I beat him the first try when I wasn't even trying to get into his area. Okay. Alright, game. I'll take it. I'll take the W. I was really expecting to die there. I definitely will need to prepare for Ursula. I'm probably going to go back to the 100-acre wood and try that farm out, see if we can get Elixir somewhat consistently.
Oh, Kyrie couldn't wake up, so maybe she's really lost her...
Sora.
I still can't believe it. I really flew. Wait till I tell Kyrie. I wonder if she'll believe me. Probably not.
You can bring her to Neverland sometime. Then she can try it herself.
If you believe, you can do anything, right? I'll find Kyrie. I know I will. There's so much I want to tell her about flying, the pirates, and everything else that's happened.
What's that, Tink? What about the clock tower? You say there's something there.
I think there's some chests to find here, if I remember correctly. Yes. Dalmatians or no? That's a question. We got a gummy. I always end up forgetting this, but I'm gonna do a quick lap around. Yeah, for some reason I keep on thinking there's something to find in one of those windows there. But all you have to do... I always just feel that Neverland was just so much missed potential. Because you only really come back to Neverland, like, in side games, if you call Birth by Sleep a side game. But, it just would be nice if he could go back to Neverland as Sora, because I have a feeling that he would... Because I really liked his relationship with Peter Pan, albeit a brief one. I do kind of wish that Sora could go back to Neverland and explore. Who knows, maybe in Kingdom Hearts 4. I hope you face the Phantom in Neverland, so much fun. I faced the Phantom in my last playthrough, the 100% playthrough. For this playthrough, is just going to be a standard Let's Play. I will not be facing any of the optional bosses. This is just getting to the end to get the proud achievement.
To bring her here without at least using a vessel. Remember, relying too heavily on the dark powers could cost you your heart. A castaway. Though his world perished, his heart did not. When we took the princess from his castle, he apparently followed her here through sheer force of will. But fear not. No harm will come to you. He is no match for your power.
My power?
Yes, the untapped power that lies within you. Now, child, it's time you awakened that power and realized your full potential.
So, if you're curious, Maleficent Kingdom Hearts reminds me of Team Rocket and Pokemon.
Peter?
Interesting
are you
comparison.
Really going back to Neverland?
Afraid so. But we can see each other anytime. As long as you don't forget about Neverland, that is.
The only difference is Maleficent doesn't go blasting off again.
Oh boy, she's getting steamed again. Do me a favor? Look after her for me, will ya?
What?
I may use Tinkerbell and the Dragon Maleficent fight coming up. A Fairy Harp at least. So, something that I will say, just in case you're curious, Mark Bluebot, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I already got like all the base game achievements for Kingdom Hearts 1. The only achievements I'm missing for it is the Proud achievement and the Unchanging Armor. For these two achievements, it's just gonna be a standard Let's Play. Like my main goal is just to get to the end and defeat Ansem to unlock the achievements. I will not be facing any of the optional bosses, but I did face them in my last 100% playthrough. Yeah, and Tinkerbell actually saved me in the Ansem fight in my last playthrough, so I know she's a good summon. Okay, so let's go ahead and put on some abilities. I literally was thinking that I would get sliding. I was hoping I could get sliding dash and use it against Captain Hook, but I guess I didn't need it. Sure, I guess just a placeholder. I'm also going to shared. How much better is Fairy Harp? A lot better, okay. Okay, so I'm actually going to do some preparation for the Ursula fight, which is the last thing that I have left to do at this point. I've literally done everything else except beat Ursula, so I'm actually going to do some preparation. I struggled on facing her like before on Proud. I'm actually going to stock up on ethers, and apparently there's a really good farm for it in 100 Acre Wood. I'm gonna try that out, see if I can get elixirs somewhat commonly. Looks like we have another tournament. I may end up doing the Hades Cup, the Hercules Cup, just so I can have access to yellow trandies. Haven't really decided yet. And let's see if this farm strategy is actually effective. Apparently you can harvest rabbits, crops, his cabbages. You have a chance of getting items. I'm trying to find elixirs. Because I know the elixirs will be really helpful for the upcoming bosses, especially like Dragon Maleficent. And I'm essentially out of ether items, so I'm willing to try anything to get a hold of some elixirs. Got a potion. I may need to like go to a different spot if this isn't really that effective, but I am getting items at least. And I'm also running low on healing items, so this is also probably like better to do instead of just like buying them or trying to like fight Heartless. It's safer, I guess, but I don't know how effective this is. I may actually need to look into like an efficient like ether farm. Ether farm, Elixir farm. So let me just go ahead and Google that real quick because I want to get like a decent stockpile of elixirs. I'm trying to find... Where drops from a defender Heartless, that's not helpful. Jelly and Road Truffle 50 times, not helpful. This may be like the best strategy as of right now. So I think that this may be like my only shot at getting elixirs. Because I don't think they're sold at the stores. So we're just gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna keep going until 2. If I don't get any elixirs then I'll try something else. If I can get at least 1 elixir, then I know it'll be somewhat common, but at this point I'm gonna go until I get 6. I mean, my goal for right now is 6. Getting all 6 elixirs. Fortunately, this doesn't really seem to be that effective of a strategy. Unless... What about... Do I have access to the farm? Like the synthesis shop? I think I do. Is it materials needed to craft elixirs? Is that like easy to get? If it's easy to get, it might be like worth doing, but I don't want to like go ahead and I don't want to like do too much work into the elixirs, into the synthesis thing if I don't have it unlocked. Dang it, we actually have to create some stuff. That's really unfortunate. Okay, so, I think at this point I might only bet to get like elixirs consistently, unless I really highly doubt the store will have it, but which Keyblade would you like to use when facing Ansem? I'm thinking about using the Oathkeeper Keyblade. I've been told that may be like a good Keyblade to use for that. Either Oathkeeper or Divine Rose, but the problem with Divine Rose is it has like a short reach. So I'm leaning towards Oathkeeper. Yeah, you don't have Elixir, that's unfortunate. I'm just really trying to prepare because I know that I will need Ether when facing Ursula. And I know that I will need Ether when facing Maleficent. So I'm really just trying to prepare for those fights. So I think at this point my only bet to get elixirs is to do it in the 100 Acre Wood. Because apparently you can't get elixirs from harvesting pumpkins and cabbages. It's rare. So we're gonna go for 6 for now. We may have to come back later and get it, but we may have to come back later and farm again. I mean, I just want some stinking elixirs. There we go, we got 1. Okay. It is possible. I don't know why you get a shrugging emoji. I answered your question. Yeah, I already answered your question. I said that I was going to either use the Oathkeeper Keyblade or Divine Rose. So I don't know why you're using the shrugging emoji. Really just trying to get 6 elixirs. Yeah, I realize it's not very entertaining to watch, but it is necessary, so I do apologize. It's just, especially for a Proud playthrough, I just, enemies hit harder, and I literally just have been struggling on Ursula, to the point where I actually had to like complete other worlds and hope I'll get stronger. So I just want to make sure that I'm as prepared as possible. What I could do, in theory, is go around to other worlds and get any of the chests that I could have unlocked right now. Because that way I have a chance of getting some items, but I could also do the Hercules Cup, and that way I have access to the old Trinity. But the problem with the Hercules Cup is, that may actually be a little bit too tough for me right now. I'm not sure, like, what level is recommended to be on that. Maybe over leveled I may not be. But the fact that enemies generally hit harder on Proud just makes me think that it's, I may kind of struggle with some of the enemies there, I'm not sure. But I think I'm actually going to try and give it a shot just so I can actually be a little bit more entertaining once I get one more Elixir. It does kind of look like that Mark actually left, so I'm down to one person watching, which I'm assuming is myself. That's how it works on YouTube, on Twitch, I mean. There we go. And we got 3 elixirs, right? Got 2. We'll come back to this later if we need to. I'm gonna give the Coliseum a chance. Actually, let's see how we do against Ursula. I may be able to brute force her. So once again, since this world has a copyrighted song, I am going to mute the gameplay audio. Gonna give this 3 attempts, and then we will, I'm doing a lot more damage than I thought I would. Are you fucking kidding me? I literally just one-shot her! I struggle with her so much! It took me like 8 tries, and I end up giving up on her and moving on to Halloween Town in Neverland. Are you serious? I didn't even have to use an item. Wow. That is insane. I made her my bitch. I literally made her my bitch. Fortunately, I'm probably gonna get flagged for copyright. Actually, no, I'm not. Because this is not a cutscene. Probably still be flagged though. Okay, so let's go ahead and seal this keyhole. I'm also gonna go ahead and open these chests while we're here. I thought there was multiple. Guess not. Oh, yep, there's one. I had a feeling the reason why Mark placed used that shrug emoji is because I was being like my gameplay was being like very boring, but I was just being cautious, and I guess I didn't need to because I was over leveled and I really had an easy time with Ursula. I'm glad to see that you're not disappointed.
Tell me, Sora, your world, what's it like? Oh, about that. Sorry for lying to you.
It's okay. Besides, if you can travel to other worlds, maybe I can too. So many places I want to see. I know I'll get there someday. I'll find a way, somehow. I'm sure of it.
Well, if you find it, do me a favor and leave me out of it.
I'm realizing that the people watching thing is a bit inaccurate. Be muting because of copyright. I realize the people watching thing may be a little bit inaccurate because when you first said something, Mark, it said that 2 people watching. And the way it seemed to work on Twitch is it counts like me monitoring my stream as a person watching. So I assumed that when I saw it go from like 2 to 1 that you end up leaving. So apologies for putting you on the spot if I did, Mark. I thought that after that shrug emoji and I saw the viewer count went down from like 2 to 1, I assumed that meant that you ended up leaving because my content was boring. So I do apologize for putting you on the spot. It's just I'm kind of used to essentially like streaming to no one, so oftentimes I get excited when I see people are actively watching my stuff, and I tend to, I guess, like overreact when I tend to overreact whenever I kind of notice that there's like a dip in viewers or stuff like that. So it's bad habits as a new streamer. So I do apologize for putting you on spot. Yeah, let's see how we do against this Coliseum. If it's too tough, we will save this for later. Actually, no, we will save before we do this. I will not be doing the Hades Cup, but I will be doing this cup because we will be getting a new trinity for this. Actually doing the same amount of damage, so maybe we'll be able to complete it. Before we do Hollow Bastion, though, we will be backtracking to previous worlds to make sure that we have gotten everything that we could get. Because I want to try and get, do some a little bit of preparation. I want to try and get work on some Dalmatian puppies, and I want to try and get some progress in, there are some things I'm trying to do before the end of the playthrough. One of the things is, I want to get all the Dalmatian puppies so I can get an upgrade to Arrow Magic. But there's also something else you can get. I can't remember what it was. I need to look at my notes, but there's something else you can get that that you can get through Trinities, and I honestly can't remember what that was, but need you to calm down. I'm like, I hate it when it goes up. I basically want to try and like get like a high level gravity spell and a high level arrow. I want to at least get tier 3 arrow, which requires the use of cross progression with the Dalmatians and requires it requires progress out of Dalmatian. It requires the use of a yellow trinity in Neverland. So that's essentially one of the things I want to get. I also want to get like level 2 gravity. Beyond that, I think at this point I'm more concerned about making getting like a this is a gimme. I'm more concerned about making sure that I have enough elixirs to prepare for Maleficent. I'm not too worried about her first phase, but I am worried about Dragon Maleficent because I know that she'll cause me more trouble than freaking I know she'll cause me more trouble than Riku. Does I have homing? It does have homing. That's cheap. Come on. Dude, I really hate that homing attack. Dude, that homing attack is bullshit. That is fucking horse shit. Okay, so we are not going to be doing that anytime soon. Let me actually... We may not even need the trannies. I want to look up and see what reward it gives me the arrow magic that I want. We need all 99, so... Alternatively... We really need to defeat Cloud, though. So... We have, like, level 1 arrow. Yeah, we could level up. We could level up. But the thing is... The reason why I want to get to level 3 arrow is there's an attack that Ansem uses in his human form that first phase you face on, like, Dark Destiny Island. Where one of his attacks is essentially useless to you. Like, it doesn't affect you if you have Aeroga on. And that's why I want Aeroga, because that made my life a lot easier when facing him. It also kind of has, like, an effect in one of his phases and the Dreadnought thing. Whatever it's called. So there's a couple things we could do. We could level up. We could just farm for experience. We could, in theory, go back to previous worlds, trying to make some progress on the Dalmatians. We will need to get to 99 Dalmatians to get to 1 level of arrow, and we need to use a Yellow Trinity in the ship's hold to get the other level of arrow. So at this point, we only have regular arrow. So we could. I've only played this game on Proud Mode, and when doing so, I enjoyed Riku Ansem more than any other boss by far. Yeah, this is my first ever Proud playthrough. I've never played the Proud difficulty before, so I'm making a lot of mistakes. Usually I play on normal, and that's what I did in my last playthrough. But I'm trying to learn by experience. I'm trying to make it so that my life is as easy as possible when facing bosses. So I'm trying to think. I keep on forgetting we can't go to the gummy ship from here. It's really stupid. There's a couple things we could do. Like, I could try and farm to, like, up, like, 5 levels at a time and just come back and try again. Which I think may be, like, a good idea. Because at this point, like, if we go back to explore, like, all these, we haven't, like, hit the point where there's gonna be tougher enemies in these previous worlds. There's still gonna be, like, basic shadows and, soldiers in Wonderland. There's still gonna be basic, monkeys or whatever and Deep Jungle. We're not gonna get, like, an upgrade to Heartless and difficulty until, like, we complete, Hollow Bastion. So, honestly, the best place to farm will be Neverland. But I'm worried if I get too high of a level that the experience yield will decrease. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and level up, go up 5 levels at a time, and after every 5 levels, I go ahead and try Olympus Coliseum. If after the next 5 levels I try against Cloud, I'm actually really close to beating him, then I'll actually try it again and again until I get it. The enemies up to him wasn't that hard. It's just he ended up doing too much damage before, and I'm hoping that by leveling up and getting stronger, I will be able to essentially tank his hits more. So we're gonna try and level up some. I realize I've been doing a lot of farming in this game, and I do apologize. It's just I'm reaching the point where there are no downsides to a level up. You have all to gain, nothing to lose. Yeah, the downside for me is I often like stress about like what is like entertaining to watch from like a viewer's perspective. And I'm the type of person where I often like get bored whenever I watch people like farm for like materials and like RPGs or farming for levels. So I do kind of understand like people just end up getting bored when watching this. So that's something that I'm mainly just kind of concerned about, is that how people may view this. But if I have no choice, then I guess I have to farm. It just kind of sucks because I farmed for experience at the beginning of the stream as well. How close am I to level 550? It's just I'm reaching the point where, because I know that as soon as I go to Hollow Bastion, I'll be unable to leave until I get like halfway through the level and I reunite with Donald and Goofy. And so I'm at a point when I'm unsure. Oh, I remember there's actually a chest we can get up here. So I'm unsure, like the best course of action at this point. But I think my only course is just to level up and get stronger. I also really cannot stress this enough. I really hate the fact that in this game you can't disable music. Because or at least you can't like adjust the settings for music. Because I absolutely hate the fact that this, oh, we got domination, nice. I absolutely hate the fact that it seems like that the gameplay audio just drowns out my voice. I've been noticing that in editing. And it's just very frustrating for me because I can't do anything about it. Like one of the only games I played where you can't adjust the audio in the settings. I will also say that in this farm, we're actually going to go to the deck of the ship and fight the Heartless there, but there is a rare spawn. I will not be farming any synthesis materials in this run. So when I get to that rare spawn, I'm just going to go back into the captain's cabin and just leaving and then train coming back. Because I'm just not going to bother with the rare spawn if it pops. I don't care how much experience it gets. I think it's just too much hassle for me. Probably heal. I do kind of feel I'm reaching the point. I used to think when I first started playing this on Proud, I used to think that the enemies are just like impossibly difficult. Where there was a time when I actually struggled and actually died frequently to the Soldier Heartless. I definitely feel like I'm having a much easier time on this difficulty. I do kind of acknowledge that they do kind of hit harder and I do kind of die more often. But I'm definitely having like an easier time than when I started. Like that guy could kill me if he hit me one more time. I'm actually have to turn down the music on my headset. 1 second. There we go. It was just kind of like blasting and deafening. Just feel the need to do a little plug-in while we're farming. Typically, I don't really stream on YouTube. Usually, I stream on my Twitch channel, zboy896. But because of issues with copyright when streaming this game, I had to stream on YouTube. So if you want to see more of my content, feel free to check me out on my Twitch channel, zboy896. But as most of the games I cover I have on this channel is actually streamed on at Twitch. And most of the games on my channel I do go for 100% completion, which is not just 100% in-game statistic, but 100% in achievements as well. This is really the only outlier for that because really the only outlier for that because I'm actually going for the proud player achievement, so I'm not really like going for 100% in this playthrough. So one of the few times I would do a standard let's play. I am not making that mistake again. You just come out of that doorway. It'd be nice if you dropped elixirs, but I know that's not your drop rate, but it would just be nice. What I may end up doing is I may end up farming for elixirs off screen just by doing that farming method in 100-acre wood. I'll probably just go until I get like a decent amount of it, like enough to last me until the end of the game, in the playthrough. I may just do that farming thing off screen. Oh, you were down there. I was a little bit worried it was where spawn. I wonder how much experience you get. I wasn't really paying attention when I was doing that Captain Hook fight. 40 experience. Wow, you're actually loaded. The power ship? You need to stop. Hundred experience. Wow. Yeah, let's head back and we will we actually have a lot of money. I don't know if the I don't know if the Huey, Dewey, and Louie shop have any upgrades for gear for Donald and Goofy. It'd be worth going and checking. Okay, so we're level 41 now. Excuse me 1 second. Trying to figure something out real quick. So what I was trying to do is Twitch has a feature where you can actually see how many people are actively watching your channel, and I was actually kind of curious to see how many are actually watching your stream. And I was actually kind of curious to see if YouTube also had that feature. It has like a participant feature, but I'm not sure if the participant only counts as streamer or if it counts like the chat, so I'm not entirely sure. I don't stream on YouTube that often, so I don't really know everything about how streaming works on YouTube. I'm honestly am kind of getting a little bit bored, if I'm gonna be honest here. Currently about 30 minutes till 3. An hour and 30 minutes left in the stream. It honestly kind of feels like I've been streaming for longer, if I'm gonna be honest here. Like, it honestly already feels like I've been streaming for 3 hours, even though apparently it's been an hour and a half. What I think I'm actually going to try and do yeah, I may be able to brute force the cloud fight just by doing some trial and error stuff. Because I got him pretty close to death. I'm gonna try something in that fight. I'm actually gonna try and cast arrow in that fight. Because I'd rather be able to make progress than just essentially be leveling up, farming for levels for like a couple hours. So I'm gonna try this Hercules Cup until I get it. And we will still be getting levels even if we fail, so let's just keep trying this. Oh shit! I forgot to unmute my game, didn't I? Whoops. How long was that muted for? I am so sorry about that. I guess I forgot to unmute it when I left Atlantica. That was actually, what was that, like 30 minutes ago? Really do apologize for that. Really do apologize. I didn't notice, so I'm sorry. The thing was, like, that's one of the things that the thing that's really hard for, like, a new streamer. Like, a lot of people have made the, there's a lot of videos out there that just, find that, well, let me just first state, there's people out there that, often think, and rightly so, that oftentimes the hardest part for being a new streamer, trying to make it as a streamer, is actually consistently making content and trying to actually try and actually persist and make it as a streamer. Because oftentimes, a lot of people, when they try and stream, they just quit before they even really get going, because it just gets to be like too difficult for them to like gain an audience. And that's something that I do kind of recognize with my own playthrough. I do kind of feel like that with my since I've been streaming like 3 years ago, I do kind of feel like it's definitely like difficult to try and like make it as a streamer, and it's mainly because I only have like 36 followers on Twitch, and 26 followers on YouTube. I don't have that many consistently. I don't have that many people that are consistently being a part of my audience. I don't have like that many people that consistently just drop in and like say hello, like every single stream. Most people are just kind of sporadic. They just come in when they come in. But oftentimes, there are just people that just aren't followed with me, that just say something in chat and then just leave after. But the thing that I do kind of wish was a little bit different with my channel is I honestly cannot wait until I actually gain an active audience. When I had multiple people actually actively communicating in chat and actually kind of keeping things interesting. That's honestly part of the reason why I wanted to create this channel, is because I honestly thought it would be entertaining to actually show me getting 100% for these games, like in front of an audience, and actually interact with people as I play. Because I honestly thought that would be like really fun to do. But the hard part, honestly, I have yet to actually achieve that dream in Success. And that's because I have yet to like gain like an active audience. I have people that come in and say stuff, but they don't. I never really had anyone that stuck around until like the very end, from beginning to end of a live stream. And I feel like that until I get to that point, then I'm probably gonna continuously make mistakes, like leave a stream muted after I just muted it for like a covering song, or just stuff like that. Like until I gain an active audience, these mistakes will continue because I like no one that will actually actively try and help me fix those mistakes. And it's honestly kind of like the struggle of like a new content creator, if I didn't want to. I actually had to use one of my elixirs in that fight. I'm so close to death. Cloud. I can't remember if the metal chocobo is any good. I got an itchy eye, hold on. Like right on my eyelid. Actually, I think the mineral chocobo will actually be outclassed by the Keyblade gift for beating what's his name? Hercules.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
Again? Okay.
Heal. 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 This should help.
I need to come down here.
Come on.
Hey, give up yet? Ha! Hey, give up yet?
Ha!
Ha!
Heal.
Hey, give up yet?
This should help.
Ha! Ha! Hey, give up yet?
Ha!
Ha! Ha!
Take that.
You're not too bad.
Heal.
Ha! Yeah! Yeah!
This should help.
Try this on for size.
I wonder if that was an insta-kill. I never actually got hit by that.
Hey, give up yet?
Come on.
Try this on for
Heal. Heal.
Hey, give up yet? Ha!
Heal. This is it.
Beat him! Beat him! Progress, baby!
To it.
Woo!
We're the champs.
God! Hercules is pretty easy as a boss, but Oh, got some Gatorade went down the wrong pipe.
Wow! I didn't even hold back!
Now I finally know what you mean about strength of heart. Mine comes from Donald and Goofy.
Come again?
If we stick together, we're unbeatable. Not even Hercules stands a chance. With these guys beside me, I'm ready for anything.
But that's not exactly what...
Of course. Your friends give you strength. Isn't that right, Phil? The three of you together make great heroes. And as a team, I'm sure you can overcome anything.
Hey, we got Olympia. And we learned those trades. So now we can do some backtracking and get some items. So Metal Chocobo is better than the Fairy Heart, but the Olympia is even better. And now that we have Yellow Trinity, excuse me, just burped. So now we're gonna go back to the worlds and do everything we can do at this point. So one of the things I want to do is I want to, if possible, go back to Traverse Town and see if we are missing any. Yes, we are. We need to go to Merlin's house and glide. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 10, 11, 12. So the only ones we're missing is a gliding one from in Neverland. So let's go ahead and pass. We'll go ahead and travel to Traverse Town. We will grab that chest. We will head out. We're not gonna be getting every single chest in this game, I did it in a previous playthrough. We're just focusing on dominations at this point. Also, it's very possible we may end the live stream. I may save Holobasham for later. I really want to get that farming done and get stockpile of elixirs just in case. But I know for a fact I would definitely struggle with this. So, also, if this part is muted, do apologize. YouTube is stupid. God dang it, I missed it. It's hard to tell like what where you were at when your thing is off screen. Try to do this jumping thing again. Or you could just glide over it. And now let's head out. So let's see. 1920-21's in the Tea Party Garden. We are also missing 58, 59, and 60. Okay, so let's go back to our live stream. I can find a save point. Actually, before we... Do we have any summons we need to activate? I forget. If you hear my dog barking, I can't do anything about it without leaving the room. Last time she did this, it came up in my mic. I really do apologize for that. She gets really excited when she wants to play, and she should be resting because she just had surgery the other day. So if you hear any barking in the background, I can't do anything about it, and I do apologize. I think last stream, last time I streamed this game, or really last week in one of the streams, I actually, he was doing that barking thing literally right outside my door, so that was fun. Sounds like she stopped, but I do apologize for that. She actually had to get surgery in her legs because we have this... I was talking about this before. I think I talked about this last stream, but she had this hill in her backyard that we recently built a retaining wall. It's like 5 feet high retaining wall. And our dog likes to climb that wall and jump from the very top of it, like drop down 5 feet. And if you watch her, she literally goes down like on all fours when she lands, so it's like hard on her legs. But she does that all the time, and what's really kind of sad is it turns out she actually pulled a tendon in both of her legs, and she had to get surgery in order to fix it. Which was literally, the poor thing was just walking around for like a couple months with a limp, and we thought that she just pulled a muscle and it'll get better in time. And it's just really kind of sad. She's a really sweet dog. She just gets excited for no apparent reason. I honestly forget how you get here. Wait, it actually... No, we need to get on top of that area there. This place where we need to go, and I'm literally just gonna have to like run around until I find it. This area is so confusing to me. I got one of the Dalmatians, not what I'm looking for, but still need to find the other ones. Luckily these enemies die on one hit, so they're not like too annoying. There was something here. This is something I didn't do, so we'll go ahead and check this out. I can't remember where this leads. Oh, that's how you're supposed to get that. Okay. This is Lady Luck? Nope. And I went the wrong way. I was not paying attention. One of these exits will take me to that balcony in the freaking key card party where the chests are, and that's literally the thing that I need. Currently 2 hours in the live stream. We're gonna be streaming for another hour, so. Pushing the tail end of this, I'm hoping. Oh. Well, there's a puppies, but what's this chest over here? Mithril. Okay, well, we got the thing we needed, so let's head back to the Queen's Castle. We'll go ahead and save, and then we'll head to another location where I can find some, got a hair from it, like a long hair. We'll go ahead and go to another location where we can find puppies. It's better to do this now than later. Actually, I'm actually gonna go back in there because I already forgot where the next things are. Also, might as well. Hey, we actually got Elixir, that's nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and check the Dalmatians. So it looks like we got everything in Deep Jungle. Once again, my dogs are barking. I really do apologize for that. So we are missing 2 in the Cave of Wonders. And we're missing 1 in the Palace Gates area. So we're going to Agrabah next. What I may end up doing is I may end the stream just a little bit early, just so that I can have everything I need. Just so that like everything I have left is essentially just farming for those elixirs off screen again, and going to whatever that place is called, Hollow Bastion. So I may just I may end the stream like as soon as we're done with all this backtracking. Got puppies. The Terra chain, that's nice. And now let's go ahead and that should be the last thing that we need in the city itself. Yeah. So the only thing that we're missing is we need to go to the hidden room in the Cave of Wonders, which we were limited because we couldn't actually get there with the abilities we had. So I know exactly where that is. In the entrance to the Cave of Wonders is a thing that I am unsure about. There was a point when I was thinking when I first started streaming on YouTube that it might be easier for me to grow as a channel on YouTube rather than on Twitch, because I'm assuming that YouTube is more friendly with new content creators, but it looks like it's still about the same regardless. I just got like a notification on my phone, I guess Facebook. It's, it seems like it's about the same regardless. Like, if you're a small channel, you'll still, like uncheck. If you're a small channel, you'll still, like, have some issues with, streaming. It's just, you can't help it. I do kind of wish that there's like a way for you. Obviously, like there's all these videos out there, it's, like giving these like bullshit advice and easy tips that make you grow in a matter of days. In my opinion, I've yet to like find one that actually has been like helpful. Is that, oh really? This one thing I've been doing is what's been preventing me from doing things, because I watched like a couple of them, but there is so many that just don't really apply, or there's so many things that I'm already actively doing. So it's honestly just kind of bullshit if I'm gonna be honest here, but Like, there's all these people who claim to know, like, all these ways to help, like, new channels, make sure that new channels are able to grow. Do these tricks to get to, like, 100,000 subscribers in a matter of days. They're all bullshit, I swear. Like, I watched so many of those, and they're just not accurate. Like, they usually come from, like, I'm assuming they're coming from people that actually mean well. But the stuff that the advice they give, oftentimes is stuff that I'm already doing. What would really help is if platforms like Twitch and YouTube, both platforms are guilty of this, where they show actual support for smaller channels, or they make it so that where they show the actual support for smaller channels, where they make it so that you can actually are able to get as much of a chance of being noticed as any other, like, 100,000 subscriber channel. And the way that Twitch does it is they order their streams by rate of popularity. The most amount of views will go first. The most amount of views will go first. So those are people that have like hundreds of thousands of viewers, like, daily. And then, like, it just kind of de-escalates from, like, most popular to least popular, which is freaking bullshit, if I'm gonna be honest here. Like, they just, and especially is for Twitch, they do something even more stupid, where PC players get more priority over console players. I stream on Xbox, so because I'm streaming on Xbox, I'm literally at the end of the list, which is just honestly kind of bullshit. But it's just, if they actually did something where you're actually able to have as much chance to grow as a channel than anyone else who's been streaming for a lot longer than you, then people may be able to grow a lot faster. And they may actually be able to, I'm trying to find a safe one. They may be able to grow a lot faster, and they may actually be able to, be willing to stick around and actually be like a voice on their platform, instead of just giving up when things get difficult. That's just really the problem overall with YouTube and Twitch. They don't care about you until you meet your certain threshold. Like, as far as I can tell, Twitch doesn't really seem to give a shit about smaller channels until you're labeled as an affiliate. And even then, that title can be taken away. And also, even then, I heard a story of a content creator who tried streaming on Twitch. He got the requirements, like the 50 follower requirements and the other requirements to become affiliate, and he literally was not able to become affiliate because of some bullshit with Twitch and their leadership, which is stupid. It's really stupid, and because of that, he just kind of gave up on streaming on Twitch because he realized that they don't really care about him. And this is the streamer, mind you, that I actually really admire. He is part of their inspiration. 64, I already have that. 67, I don't have that. And that's a white trinity, so we can't do that. He is part of the inspiration behind, I'm actually not be able to do all of these yet. I thought I could. He's part of the inspiration when I started streaming on Twitch, where I've been, like, going for, like, all the achievements in the games I play. And I'm actually just looking up the Kingdom Hearts Trinity list real quick, because I can't remember what unlocks White Trinities. I suspect it may be after Hollow Bastion. But he's a streamer that at one point made complex walkthroughs, which are some of the most detailed walkthroughs I have ever seen. Which is saying something from someone who just literally spends most of his free time on YouTube watching Let's Plays. The White Trinity, yeah, we need to beat Riku the first time, okay. So, unfortunately, we can't actually do that. But that's actually maybe like a good stopping point, I guess, but... Let me just go ahead and finish my thought, because I'm actually planning on ending the stream right here. Just so that I can get some farming out of the way, so that at the start of the next stream, I can just go straight to Auto Bastion. This streamer who I have admired is one of the most... He used to make complex walkthroughs. He used to be like some of the most detailed... Make some of the most detailed walkthroughs I've ever seen. And he eventually kind of stopped making walkthroughs in favor of live streaming because it kind of made too much work for him, where he literally had no free time for himself. Where he had like a 9-to-5 job essentially, and he had like his career on YouTube. And he literally had no free time because of that. So he ended up like streaming on YouTube, and he had a much easier time. But one of the stories he told was why he stopped streaming on Twitch, and his experience, and what really kind of pissed me off, and what I'm really afraid of if I do meet the requirements for affiliate. And that is, even though I meet the requirements, I'm not able to become affiliate for some reason or another. And that's really the problem, I guess, with both YouTube and Twitch, because as far as I'm aware, Twitch doesn't care about your channel until you become affiliate. YouTube has a threshold where you need to get 1,000 views, and you need to get 100 subscribers for you to be able to run ads on your channel, essentially, and until you're able to actually make essentially your like income, like, which is essentially below minimum wage. A lot of people think that people like on YouTube are like really rich. People that have hundreds of millions of subscribers, like PewDiePie, and I think Mr. Beast, they're really rich. People who have like 100,000, they'll be lucky if they make minimum wage. But essentially, YouTube, as far as I understand, they don't really care about your channel until you meet their certain threshold, which is their bare minimum requirement, which allows you to run ads on your channel, which is 100 subscribers and 1,000 consecutive views. 1,000 views in a month. And I currently, the last 28 days, I have like 689 views, so I'm not there yet. But that's really the problem, I guess, with YouTube and Twitch, is they don't really care about small channels until you actually are able to gain an audience, and until you're actually able to actively contribute to like producing content, I guess. Producing content that people are willing to consistently watch is what I should say. And that's really the problem with YouTube and Twitch, is there's so many people that try and like get into streaming, there's so many people that try and get into content creating, and they end up just give up like halfway before they even really start, because like gaining an audience is so difficult. And that's a problem that I have, is I'm really struggling to gain an audience, and at this point I am literally fighting the system, because Twitch puts me at the end of the thing. So when someone goes into a streaming category, they're more likely to go to someone's stream that has 100,000 followers, viewers, than someone who has 1 or 2 or 0. And that's really the problem, I guess, with Twitch and YouTube, is the fact that they don't seem to care about smaller channels. And I really, really wish they did, because it would make my life so much easier. In any case, that rant aside, I'm actually going to fast travel to... I'm actually going to fast travel to Neverland, and then we'll go ahead and save here. I'm going to do some farming off screen. I'm going to go to the rabbit carrot patch, and I'm going to harvest other things until I get about like 36 elixirs, I think. This may take a while because of that, because of the farm. It's possible that I may end the stream. I may cancel the upcoming live stream for Kingdom Hearts 1 until I actually meet the threshold that I want. And the reason why I'm trying to get like a bunch of elixirs is this upcoming world. Hollow Bastion has 2 of the hardest bosses in the game. And it also has some of the toughest enemies in the game. Like, until you get to the end of the world, like, they have some of the toughest enemies. So, one of the things I want to do is I want to make sure I have a stockpile of elixirs, so there's no chance I'll run out by the time I reach the end of the world at the Ensign boss fight. But I also want to make sure that I'm in a good enough position where I can actually survive, I guess, in Hollow Bastion. That being said, if you're remotely interested in what you see today, all the games I cover on my channel will be for 100% completion. I will not only go for 100% in-game statistics, but 100% in achievements as well. This game, though it's labeled as a Let's Play, falls under that category as I'm working on getting all of the achievements. In particular, I'm working on getting the Proud Player achievement. I will hopefully be streaming YouTube. Hopefully we'll be streaming Kingdom Hearts 1 yet again next Saturday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. That will be on YouTube only. I will be streaming Stardew Valley for 100% completion on twitch.tv/zboy896 for 100% completion from 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time on Sunday. And I will be streaming Sims 3 Pets for 100% completion on the Xbox 360 on twitch.tv/zboy896 on Friday, 1 p.m. to 4 Pacific Standard Time. I always hate doing this outro now that I'm streaming on YouTube because I always have to specify what platform I'm streaming on now. Hopefully once this series is over, I can go back to just do my normal outro when I'm streaming on Twitch. But it's always possible I may come back to streaming on YouTube if certain series just gives me a hard time with copyright. That being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on